Well done to snip that out defensively. He got it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Townsend. And now incomplete. Good shot as he tried to pull that again. They make it 3rd down.
Sometimes looking at this defense, something being to deny that completion, and it came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Townsend. And the defense has it. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Vikings. And this gets guys a tight take home out at 33-yard line.
Well, some will be trying it for 6 to the first game. That's because you're danger game. Just go. There's a first hit just in front of your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his Jefferson.
That's how you take advantage of a sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's that going to hit a hammer? Once it's in the way, they can win it in the field. The ball man's in. I just touched on the defensive side. They didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that one will bounce out of the end zone, so we'll start here at the 25. The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Now it's just round number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have the advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has them up past the 40-yard line. They get another 1st and 10. Again, it's Malone. This one not going anywhere. They give it the 44. Game is just a yard.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there for point of attack, holding up. They've never done battles at the line of scrimmage. Left it no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend. It's incomplete. Turkish shot couldn't pay.
This game came out pretty good. That was incomplete. I can't imagine that real last shot they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that originally trying to convert. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. Townsend. He's got the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with that. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick first 30, nice bit off. A pretty decent game.
After the
Pick up a 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What's up, Courtney?
Troy, get out, bro.
What's up, Courtney?
They stay on the ground.
Get out here.
Troy, get out.
Man, what they did call.
Yeah, I didn't say she did that time. That shit right. That shit is right.
They come back tomorrow.
Troy ain't gotta go. He fucking up.
Why you like that nigga?
Beat like that. I went on my man. I went on my man.
Touchdown of the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus' point after is good. And we're tied at 7.
What's she tripping on?
She finally hit that shit at 7. That shit went there.
That was your first time here?
I'm impressed. That shit went there.
Usually, I ain't that nigga when shit when the bitch make you wait. It be like that. You gotta hit a couple of times.
Oh, you know if I want to hit though.
What?
Shit went there. You be saying all that talk. Hell no, that shit went there. You know, I done fought that a long minute. I wouldn't even stand over there. Kill this.
Coaches always say that every
we get great out of free agency. Kill his
That's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure
Everybody
joy after that one.
I don't know why they didn't tip it. I need so
Now the
good.
Broncos are going to take a timeout.
I don't get it.
Two main names
Bro, I mean, route concept
in
in
this
this
first
left and
quarter.
right out of every formation. Routing shit up. It don't matter
It's crazy what you can do.
Routing
What
shit
you can
up.
do with Patrick Mahomes and all them niggas up, bro. That shit be amazing. That shit be amazing.
Yeah. Move your big ass tail, man.
Brady now on first down. Over here for Cleveland. And that's going to put back up 10 yards.
Nigga get great. It's over. Nigga, I went 15-1 with
That start really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to whip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again. Maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Vikings. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Vikings had taken the lead. Zerline The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now Balaj. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
48 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Townsend. His throw incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. Then you have to find a way to get back and sink.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll get that complete to Alvarado.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Balaj. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of the drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, You'll take that every single time.
From the gun on third down, Townsend. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
Man, it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Townsend. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On second down, here's Brady. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Johnson. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Again, it's Brady. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
All right.
And no thought
Yeah, why you said it though?
He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
I know you told me that yesterday. Huh? You down with?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Nah, you don't know how to help him.
Back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
What's up? He's going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
What, 3,000 down?
Head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What type of shit is this?
3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Brady. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That's what I'm saying. That shit don't even make sense.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Aren't you talking to a who?
Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, what the fuck?
Brady is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Julio. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. final shot before break. Townsend. And this
That's
one
crazy.
is incomplete.
It's crazy how they just flip like that.
Halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man
So that's crazy how they just flip like that.
Halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
That's crazy, boy. Motherfuckers just be acting like that.
Offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Crossing route, he hits his man. It's Jones. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit. As
you got more out of me, you ain't about it.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
What you mean you can't tell?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Townsend. He'll get this one to Patrick. second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And a 7-yard line.
Come on, bro. Where the fuck is my safety, bro?
I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
This shit is so bad.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here over 20 yards. On 1st down, Brady. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 66 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This one brought in by he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. Albert Okurebu on the intended target. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me,
A
bro.
great effort there. 42 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. We are through 3 quarters
This
here on
nigga,
NFL
just going
kickoff
to
weekend.
one fucking player, bro. They
We'll
just
return
run
with
this
more after
nigga
this.
off.
Watching the NFL.
Shit fucking blowing me now, bro.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is Cook with the grabs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come up and downfield, but they never did.
All right.
On fourth down. The punt team is on as this is sent away. And returning it, here's Hamler. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
No.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Same fucking play.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match.
What'd I say?
Unforced error. Stay
No.
alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. On play action, now Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
I don't know what the fuck that is either.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Brady to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
You look like that. Like you down there on the 40 more for the go.
They will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
And he will find his man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Now, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for the Vikings, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,